an ordinary black hairdresser, a snobbish group of elite clients, an old forgotten violin, a moment of public humiliation. But everything changed in minutes, thanks to music, courage, and a dream that never died. On a breezy Saturday afternoon in Savannah, Georgia, the small hair salon Luna's Touch buzzed as usual. It wasn't a fancy place, but it was always filled with laughter and the rhythmic snip of scissors. In the corner, Layla, a 27-year-old black hairstylist, was gently finishing a haircut for an elderly woman. Layla wasn't just good at her job. With soft hands and a warm smile, she made people feel at ease. What most didn't know was that after closing hours, she often stayed late, not to clean, but to play an old violin tucked behind the front counter. It was the only thing her father left her before dying in a workplace accident when she was just 12. Layla once had a big dream: to become a professional violinist. She had studied at a local music academy, but dropped out to care for her sick mother and younger sister. Through all the years that followed, the violin remained the only place she felt truly herself. That afternoon, a group of unfamiliar clients entered the shop. It was obvious they weren't from the neighborhood. Luxury cars outside, expensive watches, designer coats. Leading them was Thomas Whitmore, a wealthy real estate investor known for his arrogance and razor-sharp remarks. Whitmore claimed he wanted a down-to-earth experience. He chose Layla to cut his hair, sitting with crossed legs, chatting on his phone while making snide comments. "Layla, huh? Sounds like a jazz singer's name. Do you actually play music?" Layla smiled calmly. "Just a little violin. I used to study." His friends chuckled. A woman sneered, "We've got ourselves an artist here." "How charming." Whitmore smirked. "Where's the violin? Let's hear this Layla show us what she's got." Layla froze. She thought of saying no. This was a salon, not a concert hall. But their eyes dared her, ridiculed her. "What's the matter, afraid?" Whitmore taunted smoothly. "Don't tell me you just say that to sound impressive." The shop fell silent. Other customers paused. Layla glanced at the violin in the corner, then at the man in front of her. She remembered herself at 17, missing a scholarship audition because she couldn't afford the bus fare to the city. "All right," she said, her voice calm and steady. "I'll play." Layla stood up and retrieved the old violin from its weathered case. She pulled a chair to the center of the room. No one said a word. Even Whitmore looked surprised. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and began to play. The first note whispered like wind over open fields. She played meditation from the opera Thais, the piece her father used to play on rainy days. The melody flowed, aching, soaring, calling out like a soul speaking its truth. The salon transformed into a concert hall. The sneers faded. The woman who had laughed now stared, speechless. Thomas Whitmore sat frozen, his smug expression wiped clean. When Layla ended the piece, silence reigned. Then one customer clapped, then another. Soon everyone stood and applauded as if they were at Carnegie Hall. Whitmore swallowed hard. He stood and walked toward her. I didn't expect that. You're truly talented." Layla looked at him without flinching, then bowed slightly. "Talent doesn't need your approval to exist." Her words struck him like a blow to the ego. But this time Whitmore didn't argue. He nodded slowly and motioned for his friends to leave. They exited the shop without a single joke. The following week, a customer returned. Not one of the rich ones, but a local high school music teacher. "Miss Layla, our school is looking for a part-time violin instructor. I've already asked around. Would you be interested?" Layla was too moved to speak. That night she returned home, opened her violin case, and played again. The music floated out the window into the night. For the first time in years, her dream no longer felt out of reach. She wasn't famous. She wasn't rich. But she had stood her ground, faced them, and let the music speak. Layla didn't need a big stage to prove her worth. She only needed one moment to be fully herself. What about you? What dream lies dormant in you, buried by fear? Take one step, just one. Don't wait for anyone's permission. Sometimes, one piece of music is all it takes to change the world around you.